been in Cabo San Lucas for a while now, taking on exciting and extreme water adventures. But I finally found time to stay dry enough to take a food tour of the city. Welcome to Cabo.
I'm Stephanie, a self-taught chef with an appetite for good food, travel, fashion.
That's all the right touches. I love this.
Oh, wow. And adventure. Join me on my journey to exotic locations as I take on new adventures and create fabulous pescatarian meals using fresh local ingredients.
Using those beautiful oranges that I bought from Farmer's Market this morning.
So if you're hungry for good food and have an appetite for adventure, this is a show that you don't want to miss.
On this episode of the Posh Pescatarian Appetite for Adventure, I visit the Baja Sur region of Mexico and take a break from my usual adventures. Gracias. To savor the local flavors. Next up is chaufa with quinoa and roasted salmon. What's the concept behind Templo? Because you've got a lot of things going on here that are really exciting. Tell me about the concept.
Templo is, we call it a grill, walk and bar.
Grill, walk, and bar.
Because of the cooking methods we use in the kitchen.
And nightlife. The sun's going down, so it's time to head back to shore and have a drink and see a little bit of nightlife at Bar Esquina.
Well, we have our spicy free. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. On part one of my food tour episode, I visited a host of eateries that offer delicious food, refreshing libations. Gracias. Woohoo! And go heavy on entertainment. Okay, cheers.
Cheers to Cabo.
Oh, no, it's that. In part two of my adventure, I had just as much fun.
Thank you very much.
That's better, thank you.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
That's how we do it.
After my trip to Los Tamarindos, I was headed back to Cabo to Templo restaurant, where I was scheduled to cook with Chef Andreas. The restaurant is beautiful and has a unique concept.
Hola, bienvenidos a Templo, su casa.
I was invited to cook with Chef Andreas. Andreas spoke a little English and I spoke a little Spanish, so we were able to communicate just fine. So I'm having 3 recipes today, and we're starting with the tuna tartare taco. So Andreas is gonna help walk me through how it's put together. So where do we start?
We're gonna start with marinate cut and then marinate the tuna.
This is ají?
Yes.
Okay, so what are we gonna marinate it with?
With a little bit jet lemon and soy sauce and
A special sauce?
and balsamic.
Okay, this has soy sauce and balsamic.
Yes.
What's the first step?
We have to cut the tuna.
Okay, we're gonna cut the tuna very thinly because we want bite-sized pieces, right?
Yeah.
For the taco. Using a very sharp knife so that things go through smoothly and there are no jerks within the knife. That's beautiful fish. Okay, so now my turn. So, I'm gonna add a little bit of the lime juice. The lime is gonna help cook it just a little bit so that it
Yes.
isn't completely raw when we eat it. We want both, maybe two?
Both.
Okay. There, and then this is a combination of
Of soy sauce and balsamic.
soy sauce and balsamic. We'll add that. And this is gonna marinate for how long?
No, a little while.
And probably for as long as it takes us to finish the salad? Okay. So, stir this nicely. And this is a jicama. And this one's just a big one, but those are small and you kind of cut them just so that they fit your...
Yes, I cut with the fork.
And they're cut really thin so that the taco rolls like this. Beautiful, okay. What do you do now?
I was so impressed with those jicama tortillas. Jicama is native to Mexico and is also known as Mexican yam. After a few more simple steps, including putting together a tropical pico de gallo,
This is
Cucumber.
cucumber. This is nice and refreshing. You can almost serve this on its own, by itself. Some of that, and then, what is this? Cilantro? Regular table salt. And the salt is gonna pull some of the moisture out of the vegetables so that it makes kind of a really juicy marinade. Can I taste this?
It's like a kind of Mexican pico de gallo.
That's
Or
fantastic.
Mexican sauce.
Like a pineapple pico de gallo.
Yes.
we're ready to plate the dish.
How's that?
It's okay.
It's okay? Okay.
Now, just
Oh, a piece of avocado. Perfect.
and we're finished with leek oil.
Leek oil, which is
cilantro
this.
leaves.
And I'll let you do that.
And we're finished.
So this is our tuna tartare tacos. Beautiful. So for my second recipe, I'm having grilled or charred octopus. This octopus has been prepared in a court bouillon of bay leaf, onion, water, and garlic. Very simply prepared. It's allowed to rest in the water or the court bouillon for about 20 minutes after it's been cooked to allow the muscles to relax so you have a really tender octopus. So what's the next step?
Chef Andreas walks me over to the Argentine-style grill that is stacked with red-hot coals, perfect for charring octopus. Next, we select a few vegetables to grill. And then it's time to plate the dish.
So this is our charred octopus with grilled vegetables with basil oil.
Enjoy it.
Nice job.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Next up is chaufa with quinoa and roasted salmon.
Andreas leads me back to the grill to roast the salmon. We add oil to the wok and I get busy stir-frying the quinoa chofa.
Our salmon's done, our quinoa's done, so it's time to plate this up. Where do we start?
We're gonna start putting the chocolate quinoa here.
Okay, why don't you do that?
Yes.
Smells really good. Ta-da!
We're gonna put this kale emulsion.
So that's a kale immersion. And you're making kind of an island. That's kale, olive oil, lemon juice,
Lemon juice.
and that's it. Okay,
We're gonna put the salmon.
right on top. That's beautiful.
We're gonna finish with.
Fried kale. Yum.
We're gonna put a little bit lemon juice.
Lemon juice to help brighten it up. Perfect. So this is our chofa with roasted salmon and quinoa. After my cooking adventure with Chef Andreas, I headed to the dining room with Chef Mariano to enjoy the meal. Chef Mariano, thank you very much for hosting me today at your restaurant and allowing me to cook in your kitchen with Andreas.
Thank you. It's our entire pleasure to have you here in Templo.
Thank you very much. I had a lot of fun preparing the meals that we're going to share a little bit later. But I have a question for you. What's the concept behind Templo? Because you've got a lot of things going on here that are really exciting. Tell me about the concept.
Templo is, we call it a grill, walk and bar.
Grill, walk, and bar.
Because of the cooking methods we use in the kitchen.
Okay.
We don't have any country tendency or food tendency or gastronomic tendency.
Yes.
We use the grill, South American grill.
Yes.
Have Argentinian, have Brazilian.
Okay.
Because of the brasero and the three heights of the Brazilian, typical Brazilian grill.
Sure.
Then we have the wok, very Asian.
Yep.
And then we have the bar, but it's a natural bar where we cook, we call it ceviche bar because it's sashimi with ceviche. And we have a 85% of raw tendency.
Oh, very nice. So 3 sort of layers of cuisine here. Very nice, very nice. How did you come up with the menu?
I decided the menu based in my life.
Yeah.
Because I travel working for hotels into different countries.
Okay.
And the influences of many countries.
The cultural influences that affected or influenced your time here at Templo.
Family-wise, despite my face, I'm Argentinian.
Okay.
But my background is Japanese.
Okay.
So then my wife is Brazilian.
Yes.
My partner and friend, Felipe Rivera, is Brazilian also.
Wow.
And then I worked in countries as Cuba, Mexico, Peru, Thailand, Japan. Missing 1 or 2 countries there also. Uruguay, Chile. So I have all Latin America. I study in Europe, and then I have Asia.
Wow. You have a wine cellar here as well.
Yes, we do.
Tell me about that.
Our wine cellar is our own design. Also, we designed it with Felipe.
Okay.
And we take care about the correct temperature of all the wines. Our type of wine, the profile of wines that we use is more New World, and we have more than 150 labels.
Wow.
We also have some details of sake
Oh, wow.
for Asian people
Uh-huh.
that would like to pair their Asian meal with an Asian beverage.
Nice.
After a toast, the food appears.
Oh, thank you very much. Yay, octopus! Oh, pulpo, thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Yes, please.
So here we have 1 octopus,
Okay.
grilled, charred. We have some grilled veggies also.
Yes. This looks amazing.
And then the amazing thing is that you don't lose the skin. So when you grill it, it gets charred, it gets smoky,
Yes.
and it's just the flow.
This smells delicious. It looks delicious. I'm gonna get down to the most charred part because that's my favorite part.
How is it?
It's what I've been looking for.
And this pairs really good with the light Pinot Noir or with the white one that we're drinking now.
So you managed to get this octopus really tender. Sometimes it can be chewy and that's what turns people off. You did the exact opposite. It's tender on the inside and on the outside it's got this really toasty, charred flavor that is fantastic. This is something I made earlier with Andreas. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Okay.
It's a taco, that the taco de tortilla is made with jicama, that is a root, but it's, as we talked before, it's like a daikon, but it's sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Can we just go ahead and dive in? Okay.
So we marinated the tuna,
Yes.
and
Yes.
but it's a burnt heat, and then we
It's a burnt leek oil. I was trying to figure.
oil.
Burnt leek oil. Fantastic.
very fresh, excellent for the summer.
That's fantastic.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you, Andres.
So here's what I like about this. The jicama tortilla is crispy, a little bit sweet, but very, very light.
A lot of water.
A lot of water, really juicy. You get a little bit of that aioli on the bottom that adds some really nice sort of creaminess to the overall recipe.
Habanero.
Habanero. It's fantastic. And the tuna is luscious and plump and really delicious, and that sweetness from the salsa is fantastic.
The battery of the avocado.
That's right. It's perfect. I could eat this all day. Oh, we've got one more coming?
One more.
The last one. Thank you, Andres.
In this dish, for example, we are presenting a quinoa chow fan. Chow fan comes from chow fan. Chow fan meaning Chinese, the fried rice.
Okay.
So in Peru it's called chow fan because instead of preparing it with rice, we prepare it with quinoa.
Wow.
So you're presenting also with the salmon.
Yes, please. Looks delicious. Fantastic. This is wonderful. I'm really excited about trying this. Fantastic. The salmon is perfectly prepared, grilled to perfection, really nice and tender inside. I can tell it's just got a really light seasoning on it, which helps enhance the flavor of the salmon. Didn't need anything fancy on it. The quinoa is delicious. It's tender, and the bell pepper that's going on with the rest of the dish is crunchy and adds really great texture. Really nice dish, Chef.
Chef Mariano and I enjoy the rest of our food, then I say goodbye to my new friends. I head back to my hotel to get a little bit of R&R. And what an amazing experience I'm having as a guest. The Pahia Hotel and Beach Club is located in the historic Medano Beach district of Cabo San Lucas. The hotel offers a chic, modern retreat, providing guests a unique experience unlike any other lifestyle hotel. My deluxe poolside room has immediate access to the pool bar and jacuzzi. My mornings begin at Bar Esquina Cafe, where I'm greeted with the perfect latte and a gentle ocean breeze. My nights are spent at Bar Esquina, a favorite Los Cabos gathering spot for locals and visitors. The atmosphere is vibrant and the menu is outstanding. Created with fresh, organic ingredients from local farms and waters. Visit Los Cabos and put the Bahia at the top of your list of places to stay, dine, and chill.
I was really excited about my evening because I was headed over to Medano Beach to take a trip to the Arch.
A visit to this location is one of the most popular things to do in Cabo.
So I hitched a ride on a glass-bottom boat to see the arches. This is a sea lion colony that splits the Sea of Cortez and the Pacific Ocean. We're currently on the Sea of Cortez side. The other side is the Pacific Ocean, where the water gets pretty rough and pretty rocky.
This has been a marine protected area since the 1970s and is a premier site for divers.
This is Poncho sitting on the very last rock in Baja, California. Hi, Poncho.
It's called Land's End because if you follow a line south from here, you wouldn't touch land again until you reach the South Pole.
So we're almost at the Arches, one of the most photographed places in Cabo San Lucas. This is also where the Pacific Ocean meets the Sea of Cortez.
Whales visit this area between December and March.
The sun's going down, so it's time to head back to shore and have a drink and see a little bit of nightlife at Bar Esquina.
is a gorgeous bar and restaurant known for its great food, incredible drinks, and nightlife.
Welcome to Bar Esquina, where everything is fresh, local, and organic. If you're coming to Cabo, this is the place to be.
I absolutely adore mango, so as soon as I saw the drink menu, I knew what I was gonna order first. The mango picante.
The bartenders at Bar Esquina are part of the atmosphere and love to put on a good show.
So what I ordered is a mango picante. It's made with mezcal, agave, lime juice, mango, and a host of other little simple ingredients. But it has this really fantastic chili rim that is fantastic. It's really good. Bar Esquina has an incredible nightlife. It's a great place for locals, and it's also a good place if you've never been to Cabo. It's got a sophisticated, upscale atmosphere that you're going to love. The food and the drinks are really incredible.
I was invited to sit at the chef's table to sample some of the most popular dishes and drinks. Chef Rogelio Garcia has been creating fabulous food at Bar Esquina since 2012.
Spicy fish.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thanks.
What kind of fish do we have?
Yellowtail.
Yellowtail, okay.
Yellowtail with a little bit soy sauce, olive oil, and sesame oil.
Yes.
And,
Okay, I'm excited about that. And what's that?
and
Usually we are serving the panzanella salad with fresh mozzarella, buffalo mozzarella.
Yeah?
This time we're using tofu.
Okay.
I marinated the tofu with a little bit of pesto salad just to get an extra flavor.
Yeah.
It has croutons, arugula, Roma tomatoes, green beans, and red wine vinegar.
Yes, fantastic. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to have some.
thanks.
Got it? I'm gonna try this one first.
Relax.
The fish is really fresh. There's a little bit of a spiciness to it that's really nice, but it's mild and really, really good.
It's definitely a summer salad we have going on for the season right now. It's, like I said, it's refreshing. You can't go wrong with the ingredients.
Everything just feels like refreshing and delicious and just everything that I'd want after a really long day in the sun in the heat of Cabo. It's fantastic.
The berry sangria was light and refreshing and didn't compete with the flavors of the dish.
What the chef just brought out is a tuna tartare with an avocado mousse, and I have a fried piquillo pepper on top to make it a little bit more crunchy and to give it a lot more texture. I'm gonna jump into this and let you know how it goes. Really rich flavor. I can taste some of the Asian influences, and the avocado mousse is fantastic. The next thing I'm gonna try is this pepper. As promised, it's got a little bit of heat, but packed with a lot of flavor. And the fact that it's fried gives it this really nice crunch. That combined with the moist tenderness of the fish is fantastic. This is a dish you definitely have to try.
The vampire cocktail was a perfect blend of tart and sweet.
So what the chef just brought me is the fresh catch of the day, which is sea bass. It was brought into the restaurant this morning and is now on my plate about 6 hours later. It's served with a bed of sauteed vegetables that are fresh and organic, and there's also a little bit of parsley sauce on the side. We would call it pesto, but it doesn't have any cheese or any dairy in it, just olive oil, sea salt, and some parsley. I'm gonna dive in.
course, it's a local catch here, you know. Sea bass is a local fishery area.
That fish is moist, tender, really flaky, kind of melts in your mouth. You can tell how fresh it is. It doesn't taste fishy at all. That's a sign of a really good fish. Just really nice sea salt flavor. Really good. What the chef brought out is a spicy shrimp with a coconut, lime, and ginger risotto. A little bit of sweet and a little bit of heat in the same dish. It's a little bit like a dessert. The risotto is really sweet.
Yeah.
Has a lot of flavor and really well balanced so with the spicy shrimp.
Yeah.
The Cabo Mule was delicious and spicy thanks to the ginger beer.
Sorbet.
Yes.
Nice sorbet too. The fresh fruit.
Yes.
Mango and guava, and this is coconut.
Coconut. Okay, my three favorite flavors. I love them. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I'm going to combine all three flavors. That is so light and refreshing. I combined all three flavors and it just tastes like this potpourri rainbow of flavors in my mouth at this point. It's fantastic.
After my meal, I head out to the patio to enjoy a little bit of nightlife.
Thank you.
That does it for my food tour. I had a wonderful time in Cabo and plan to visit every single one of these restaurants again. See you next time.